So just down at this job, we've got an Ultimate 35 glowworm boiler. The client is requesting, so they've got the wire in their condensates there. We're going to move this boiler, so I just need to alter all these hot and colds, drop all these below the floor, maybe able to utilise the flow, can utilise the same controls, and the boiler's going to come under here. So we're happy to peel this floor back, aren't we? This will just peel back. Oh, cool. And peel that back as well. And the client's requested the boiler to go on this wall here, so we can side flow it out there, or same here, put it up quite high and side flow it out, and I think that's what we'll do. The only problem is that wall's latin plaster, so maybe I have to put a bit of plywood on the wall. I'm looking outside, we're straight onto a flat roof. That's going to have a gutter, a gully. Clearances for outside should be fine. The only thing we've got to think of here is the height of the boiler in relation to the eaves, because if we look across the road, that might be an issue. So I do all my quotes like that, just easy to video, and then obviously you know what's going on. So it's 8:20 now, I'm out the house already. Come to this one a little bit earlier, reason being is, luckily the client lets in and do what they need to do. But I got to this one a little bit earlier because for one, I've got to get back to the office now, and I'm heading back into the centre of Hull all the way to the office. So the only snag with this one is that I'm going to be fighting, sat in traffic now. It's 10 to 8, so hopefully let's beat it. Right, so I've done it. I'm in the office now. 10 to 8, I'm ahead of schedule. So that coat I've just done now, I'm going to get sat in the office now. Get this typed up for Dale, and then it's done, because obviously he'll be in this morning. He'll want to get that sent straight out to the client. We usually base our quotes being turned around on 24 hours, which I think is more than definitely achievable. 24 hours is more than long enough to get a quote together. That's from obviously visiting the client and then obviously going out and getting it sent back to the office. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on. I've got a chicken on me today. I don't know what is going on, but anyways, nevertheless, just getting set up. Branding is getting opened up. Let's go. So I've got a bit of spare time. Just waiting for Dale. Everyone's getting now. It just makes sense that I get this van washed down because it's sat on the front of the shop. I'm not going to lie, it looks horrendous. Look at that. As opposed to the cleanliness on that one. I like to make sure the van stays nice and tidy. So I'm going to crack on now, doing what we do, and get the van nice and cleaned. And obviously when it's sat there like that, it looks a lot better for everyone else to see outside the office. I'm done, so it's been a little bit boring washing the van this morning, but you can see why. Brand identity is everything, so I've just given the van a wash, maybe on the panel inside, like I say. That's directly outside the shop. Again, that's just a spare van for the company, but it's all about making sure things look clean. Payments to everything in this game. You know, it's quite easy. I'm brutally honest when people say to me, how do you find a successful business? The base our principle, maybe 5 things: turn up on time, uniform, being polite, doing a good job, being reasonable with the client, and obviously all these things factor into obviously developing a good business. So I'm in now with the main gaffer, the CEO of Caprana Culinary Eating. I'm just a labourer today, Dale. What do you want me to do? You want me to make you a coffee?
Yeah, go on then, please.
Okay.
Come on, mate.
Quick site survey. Yeah, I'll get sorted. Should we pop in and have a little look then, lads? Now?
Why?
You've come and I've done the big work, the donkey work. Look at that for an install.
We'll pan over there.
Yeah, look, it's temporary. Yeah, I know it's not the best, but look, it was like one of them, the client has no hot water for Christmas, so I'll make it work, and we're doing company, aren't we?
We want it in sharp side.
Come on, we'll take it upside, let's show you what I had to do. It's been like it for about 3 months now, but it works.
Us, and we've had some bad weather.
Look, punch through, bang.
There's the hot pipe.
That's the hot main to the building. But we just make these jobs work, don't we, Loki? But the carcass is up now, so it's good to go.
A little bit of lead, bit of copper. There's still walls falling down.
Right, we're done then. Get out of here, shall we? You little twapper, what's up with you?
Going to another one.
I know. The beast of an ounce again. Look at this gaff, mate. We only work at proper gaffs, don't we?
One day, mate, we'll have one.
Right, so out of them quotes now. Dale says he's going to treat me to a sandwich. And after this, I'm back on the tools and I can't be arsed.
Look, I've done my diagnostics. I've done the investigation work, which is critical when it comes to radiators. I've ascertained that there is heat to the bottom, no heat to the top. I believe it needs bleeding. Am I right?
You're wrong.
Oh, am I?
No, you're right. So I'm still a bit of voiceover this one, guys. I didn't manage to get Bill to speak, so Bill and I was in there to be very, very quiet whilst I was working. So I've been called out here to the toilet. Shut the toilet down yesterday. It was leaking. What's happened is the float valve's given way. You can see there, it's just been filling up water. And the little hole there you can see because that's lower than the overflow on the actual system, the siphon valve should I say, it's just obviously been constantly filling and leaking down the back and got in a bit of a pickle. So what I'm going to do, we'll have to cap that off as well. You see that that's faulty there. I mean, the pipe works horrendous, I'm not going to lie, but we've just been asked to change the parts, not start pulling apart and doing stuff, so we're here just to maintain and do what we need to do. You see that I've got the new valve put in already. Didn't get much footage putting that in, so apologies. Water's back on, just going to get this Torbeck tested. The siphon's totally fine, so I'm not going to bother changing that. Just obviously test that is shutting off, set up the correct water level, make sure that's all good to go. And then obviously with that, just carrying on adjusting, like I said, I just need to make sure I'm getting enough level of water in here. So when I literally do turn when we do go to flush it will flush down the toilet, should I say. And you can see what's done here, just to the left there. Got a new cap on there, so if it does now, the water level does keep going up, it'll leak inside to that siphon and then drop into the pan. Just poor workmanship for whoever's installed it, obviously. The lights have gone out on the sensor, so I want to walk out, get them back on. Got a bit of, like I say, but pretty straightforward bread and butter jobs these. I don't know why I've installed a system like that and not put the cap in, because these systems do usually come with a cap, but you can see now the water level does rise, you know, it's going to leak straight into the system as it should. Now this was a bit of a mishmash what they've done, but I'm just putting it back as it is. We've just been obviously called in to repair the leak, so they've come up with some wires RD tubes, about 32mm, to hold the push button there, so obviously it can flush. Not the best, not gonna lie, but it works. We've just done what we've been asked to do, repair the leak and do that, you know, so happy days. On to the next one. Next job I'm on with now is I've got a couple of tag loops changed. So these two tag loops here need replacing. I've got issues with two boilers constantly going to lock out, so I'm putting these ones in. One, I need to get the plastic, obviously it's not to come reg, so we need them. I'm just going to replace them with these new ones, the same model, SPX flow. I'm going to pop them in there, so it's more or less just like for like swap there, and they'll just go straight into situ there. Just in the main plant room now, what I'm going to do is, we've got a lot of oil, these are all oil appliances. I'm going to shut the oil appliances that are in demand off, get the two boilers shut down. And the issue that I seem to get, like I say, that one's gone off now, I'm showing you now. These two boilers work together in tandem. Obviously, warm up that low loss header, then goes across to my variable temperature circuit there, which feeds the rest of the building. What I'm finding is every few months, every few weeks, these are going to lock out. So the reason being, I'm going to go down the road and fit new solenoid valves now. Tiger loops, I know you just said it from there. The reason I'm changing is I think they're getting a bit harder. There's a couple of things playing factors into this. Done a dip test in the tank, there's not much, well, there's no water in it anyway. But it looked like there was a slight bit of vapour on top of the tiger up that's in there. Now one, you're not on top of plastic bodies outside now, so we're changing to metal. So sun UV rays can obviously, whatever with it, so we'll change them to metal to bring them up to regs. Secondly, these have got the aerators on, so they can obviously let the air out, so if there's any air that gets in there, you can literally just purge it out and it's done with it. Because what I think this company's been after is that maybe these are getting slight air locks in your oil line or something, getting on the tiger for a reason, because the tank is lower than the plant room level. Hence why they're both going to lock out together. Not on the road, they both seem to lock out together, and then obviously we get reports of buildings cold. I'm going to swap these over today now, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this one. It's going to be a case like I've used with it. I've checked the fluid, checked combustion readings, these have been set up and they're working as sweet as, so that's why I'm just a bit confused. I've got to eliminate that side first. I know oil line's fine, I've got to go check something like that, but get that one done, and then we can go from there. No better setup, everything's good to go there. Got my deaerators, I'm changing two of them now, so they're both there. What I've got to do is get that stripped out there. So that has got a sleeve, and you can see it goes for that sleeve. I'm going to disconnect these fittings. To be fair, what it is, I'm just going to reuse all them. They're on like a little float system, but you can see on these ones on the sleeve. Coming out, replace them. As it should be. So, to be fair, can't moan. This has been an absolute straight swap. So I'm just getting this one tightened up now. I've made the air fittings back into the tiger loop, obviously following the right directional instructions, directional flow. So the bottom is my tank entry. So when that pump kicks into the boiler, what happens is it'll draw a return loop backwards and forwards to the boiler, as well as drawing it into here as well. So this is all made up now. I just need to get them punched back into well, just put back together, done, and then just good to go. Then can grab the air off. It says on the instructions, which I'll be honest, I was a little bit confused. Like I said, I'm confused. Always follow manufacturing instructions with it being oil, like I say. But for outdoor installation, the end of the vent pipe should point downward to avoid water dirt in the pipe, but I presume obviously my concern with the vent pipe being that it doesn't mention about obviously the vent pipe or anything. It doesn't mention anything in relation to the vent pipe and where it should be, so that was my concern more than anything in relation to that. But as long as I follow manufacturing instructions, I always thought if that ever leaks, you know, cause for concern, but I will double check that, like I say, with that for now. But the main thing is now getting these in and making sure they're working. But we're done now. A little bit of a short video, this one, apologies. I'm just getting as much, it's Saturday now, just getting as much content edited as properly, so next week's still the same. I won't be in work, I've took a few days off, so obviously I've backlogged a lot of footage. So see, there's been a few videos out. There's a video out on Sunday, put this one out maybe Monday. Then for the rest of the week we've got 3 videos which are going to be back to back of obviously tool bags, why I've got them, why I use them, and why I've got 3 of them. So as always guys, the support goes a long way, so if you want to subscribe to the channel, we've now just set up membership as well, so you can put membership to Cuprani. You can either be 1 Cuprani apprentice, 2 Cuprani engineer, or 3 Cuprani senior engineer. So I'll let you do that guys for a small cost, you know, it pays the favour back for what I'm doing obviously for the channel, for all of us, the team at Cuprani, like I say. But as always, have a smashing week, let's win it, hustlers.